it was painful to go every day without seeing your siblings, but knowing eventually, you know, because we met up once a week.
Yeah, so with foster care, they did allow us to have visits. I think the visits were once a week, and we would spend like an hour or two together.
Yeah. Which was a good thing and a bad thing, because I was missing out on a lot of school because they would pick us up early from school to take us to those visits. So I ended up having to repeat a year of school.
You did from that? I was happy to get out of school, but I didn't have to. What?
Yeah.
That didn't happen to me. That's so crazy.
Yeah, I was held back. So later on down the road, I caught up because I did 2 years of school in one.
So me too. Okay,
Really?
so I was held back in first grade, but this is when we all lived together. So I did 2 years of first grade because I missed too many days of school. But that's just because our mother's the type of mother, if we wake up and say we don't want to go, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it's just it. Like, not like, no, you gotta go. Okay.
She'd rather have fun with us anyway.
Yeah, like she would, you know, she was just that type of parent. So I literally had to repeat first grade because I missed too many days. But when I moved with my dad, because we do have different fathers. When I moved with my dad, I did 2 years. Middle school you have 3 years.
Right. That's exactly how I did it.
I did sixth grade. I did, 6th and 7th grade together, and then 8th grade.
Yeah, I did my 3 years of middle school in 2 years.
Me too.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I never knew that.
Really?
No. Did you do all 3 years?
What?
Middle school?
Middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We only did 2.
I think it was first grade that I repeated too.
Me too.
That's crazy.
That's
We
not
never
something to
knew
be
this.
proud about, but
Right, but it wasn't our fault. We were kids.
We repeated first grade together. Did you repeat first grade?
No.
We were kids though. It's not like it was our fault. It was not. We're kids. We can't determine when we're gonna be to school on time or how much school we miss. So it really wasn't our fault. But you know, at least we got back on the right track. We got back in the right grade, and we graduated.
Yeah. And
Graduating was a struggle for me too.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you didn't graduate, right?
Yeah. My high school year were hard, bro. Like, because I was dealing with just like y'all. Like, I was dealing with a lot more than like the average teenager. You know what I mean? So it was like, yeah, life was very real for me at high school. So.
Right. So we can relate to that.
Yeah.
And then with you, did you go to public school at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was going to a public school in foster care. And then
I remember.
All of elementary school, after I was adopted, we did public school for elementary school. And then middle school, I was homeschooled so I could catch up. And then 9th grade, I was put back into a public school. But my parents didn't really like that idea, so they took us out and we were put into private school.
Did they say why they didn't like it, or they just didn't like that?
Bad influences and, you know, we got into minor trouble. Very minor though.
Yeah.
Nothing serious. We weren't going to parties or drinking or smoking, none of that.
You just did your homework or something?
We just were kids being kids.
Right.
And there's a few incidences we got into in school, but nothing major. Not like what all the other kids were out there doing, you know? So, but yeah, they didn't agree with public school for us. I feel like they thought we would move too fast. So private school it was. And I was in private school for my sophomore year. And then, I can't remember, I think I just went there 1 year. And then the next year, I was homeschooled again. And my senior year, I think I was homeschooled as well. And I did dual enrollment, so I was going to college.
Okay. Well, that's good. So you sped up, you did really good with school, you got back on track. So if we were to go back, do you remember the day that we were taken?
Well, I thought you always said it was February 14th.
February 25th.
February 25th.
February
Okay.
25th. It's February 25th. Our mom, I believe I told you this story. So we pretty much was living without electric for a little bit, and my mom would just go and turn our electric on at night. And that's pretty much how we were living. But my mom, you know, was really bad with drugs, and she left us. I think I can't remember how long she was gone, if it was just a day or a couple of days. But I didn't go to school one day because at that time you weren't in school at first. And but you guys would probably go to daycare, I think. And she wasn't here, so I just pretty much stayed home. And I think Dave came home one day. So I think Dave came home. I went to school the next day. Then when I came back, you know, he was on the phone with my mom just trying to figure out what was going on. And he was like, I can't do this no more. I got to get back to work. So he was like, I'm going to call social services. And that's when he, you know, called social services. And then mom ended up coming home, and mom was going to take us somewhere else. So she could pretty much like not be there when social services came, so they wouldn't take us. And looking like back then, she had everybody. She don't think she had a car, so I think she like had everybody like outside. And then I was like the type of person, I was looking for my shoe. I was like, "Where's my shoe? I can't find my other shoe." And so pretty much I don't think we ever started walking down the street to make it before somebody pulled up. And then at that point, you know, we got in a car, and I just remember her crying. I remember the dates very vividly because I know February 25th we were taken, but then the lady, I didn't want to get in the car. And the only thing that made me get in the car is because they said we would come back to our mom on when she had court on March 15th.
They was big lying.
They were definitely lying to us. So mom had court
lying.
dates, but I don't know what happened, but she just, you know, we did foster care a year from there.
Wow.
I feel like that has to be a hard job to do.
Take
And
it
I
back.
have a different version of the story.
Let me hear yours.